Breaking news in the Bronx. This is Bronx Fan Central.
This is Ryan Carter, and what if I told you the most unlikely name in baseball keeps getting linked to the Yankees? Fernando Tatis Jr. and the Bronx. Again. Look, I know what you're thinking. Ryan, that's insane. The Padres would never trade the face of the franchise. And you're right. They probably never will. But here's what the media isn't telling you. The Yankees aren't just a team. They're a headline machine. And every single time a superstar enters trade rumors, guess which name shows up? The Bronx. Always the Bronx. Because when you're the biggest brand in sports, you become the dream destination. And Tatis? He's exactly the kind of player who turns a good season into a dynasty. I'm gonna be honest with you, part of me loathes this speculation. Not because it's realistic, but because it shows the magnetism this team still has. Tatis in pinstripes, that would be pure cinema. A guy who plays with style, emotion, charisma, everything modern baseball needs. And putting that on the stage of Yankee Stadium, that wouldn't just be a trade, it would be a cultural event. Now pay attention to this. Why do people loathe talking about this possibility even knowing it's almost impossible? Because Tatis represents something bigger. He's the bridge between Yankees tradition and the future of baseball. You take 27 championships, the mystique of the Bronx, the house that Ruth built, and mix it with one of the most electrifying faces of the new generation. That's the sports version of what if we combined the impossible with the inevitable. Bronx Nation, subscribe to the channel to stay updated on everything surrounding the team. And let's be honest, you've already imagined Tatis hitting in Yankee Stadium, haven't you? That short porch in right field, a guy who already launches missiles at Petco Park, which is basically a graveyard for hitters. Put him in a stadium that ranks as the ninth easiest park in the league by park factor. That would be a massacre. Here's the real impact. The Yankees are sitting at 26 wins and 12 losses, plus 81 run differential. They're dominant without Tatis. Now imagine ADD guy who, when healthy, is a generational talent. Shortstop, center field, doesn't matter. You fit a superstar wherever you need to. And the lineup? Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, Tatis. That's not a lineup, that's a declaration of war on the rest of the league. It's the kind of move that doesn't just improve a team, it transforms it. Look at what would happen. First, the entire MLB would panic. Second, the rivalry with the Boston Red Sox would get another legendary chapter. Third, you'd make the Bronx the center of the baseball universe again, not because of nostalgia, because of absolute dominance. But I know you're thinking about the cost, the massive contract, the prospects you'd have to give up. And I'll tell you this, when you're the Yankees, you don't think small. You think about banners. You think about October. You think about history. Will it happen? Probably not. But the fact we're still talking about it, that tells you everything about the power this team still has. So let me ask you, Tatis in the Bronx, dream or necessity?